This section will give you a basic idea of how a Scrum project works. The business representatives has already agreed to build something for the organization through the project, and a vision statement and product map will be provided to define and describe the vision and goal of the project. The following diagram shows the whole timeline. What happens prior to the sprints? The product goal describes a future state of the product, which can serve as a target for the Scrum team to plan against. It is normally created by the product owner, one of the Scrum accountability, which will be explained later. Gather user requirements and turn them into deliverable features. These are called stories, the parcels in our diagram. Stories are normally written by the product owner, and the requirements that make up these stories come from the customer. All these stories make up the product backlog. In Scrum, we do not wait until the product backlog is 100% prepared with all the details to start the sprints. We start the sprints as soon as the product backlog is mature enough for the near future, and keep updating the backlog all the way through the project. Okay, so now let's talk about what's happening during the sprint. Sprint planning meetings are held to plan what will go into a sprint, a fixed period of time used to deliver parts of the final product. The product owner prioritizes these requirements and therefore decides indirectly on the contents of the sprint backlog. These stories, features, functionalities, or deliverables make up the sprint backlog. So the sprint backlog is a list of all stories that will be developed in the next sprint. The team breaks down these stories into tasks. The team then takes 30 days or so to deliver an agreed amount of stories. The team holds a daily Scrum meeting of 15 minutes each day to collaborate with each other. At the end of the sprint, the team demonstrates the completed stories, products, to the customer in a sprint review meeting. The last activity is the Scrum retrospective meeting, where the team reviews the sprint and looks for ways of improving lessons learned. The Scrum Master makes sure the Scrum process is followed entirely and offers coaching to everyone involved.